And that's what God's calling you to, Josue, is to forsake all. Not just some stuff. I can give up this stuff over here. You know, for example, when I first came to God, I knew I couldn't be in that lifestyle no more. I was in drugs and, a lot of shameful things.
Yes.
I was glad to get rid of that because that stuff was costing me money. It was sucking my life out, and I knew that. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I wasn't having fun anymore,
It's a bad cycle, yes.
Yeah, it was a bad cycle. So I was glad to give that up, but I didn't so much want to, then I met this girl, and I said, well, she needs a place to stay, and we kind of ended up hooking up.
Yeah.
And, this was early when I was walking with God. And I didn't pray about it, obviously, or anything like that.
Yeah.
But this was the way I always lived my life before that. I didn't realize, I never stopped to think anything about it. This was over a course of a week. Just 1 week. I went to church that Sunday, and God opened up Matthew 7 for me. And God opened up Matthew 7 for me. It say, not everyone, 21, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. And that jumped off the page to me. And I realized I was sitting there and God told me, you're in fornication. And I said, fornication? I didn't know the Bible. I wasn't a Bible person. I'd just been going to this church, trying to know who God is. Hey, I had that miracle experience, so I knew God was real. I didn't doubt him.
Of course, yes.
I didn't doubt him, but I wasn't fully there because I understood I shouldn't be doing this, like just one night stands and things like this. But I said, I look at her as a girlfriend. That's a commitment. We could get married, So in my mind, I'm rationalizing it, justifying it.
Just put excuses,
Exactly, it's just excuses. And so God said, no, and he showed me that verse, and I said, but everybody I know lives this way. And God said, yeah, many are on the broad road to destruction.
Yes, a lot.
And that scared me. Yeah, straight is the way and narrow is the gate. I went home that day. I said, Carolyn, I was hoping you went to church with me today. And God was speaking to me about some things. And she said, you thought I was going to go to church. You don't know I'm the devil? That's what she told me. She was wicked. And I know where I met her at. It wasn't no surprise. It shouldn't have been no surprise to me. I can look back, hindsight's 20/20, right? Yeah. Say, man, you shouldn't even have went there to begin with.
Yeah.
Like the devil just had that person there to tempt you.
The closer you are with God, the harder the devil is trying to prey on you like a lion, trying to hunt you.
That's true.
Trying to put you down to what your life used to be, because that's his
That's
purpose.
true, but this is my point, to get you to this place, what I'm talking about, because that's when it becomes easy. Because it's the harder the closer you get, but then you get to a certain place, it's like the eye of the hurricane. The storm is all around you, but you're moving with the storm. If the storm goes over here, you're going right in the middle of it. If the storm goes over here, you're still right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Or like an eagle, he flies above the storm. He doesn't even have to flap his wings so much. He just soars. Whenever he starts to descend a little bit, there's a couple more, and the turbulence keeps him up because of the storm. He rides above it.
Yeah.
That's the place that God wants to put you at, and he can do that quickly. It's not a matter of a long time. It's a matter of saying no to the devil consistently, overcoming temptation consistently in these tests that are coming at you. They're to make you, not to break you down. Oh, the devil wants to break you down for sure. Yeah. But God, he allows that devil to do every single thing he does. And so everything he's doing is going to work out for your good if you allow it, if you just make it.
If you pass the test, if you stay with Him.
Yeah, and you learn to make it push you closer to God.
Yeah.
That's the test.